Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. I hope you're doing well. I want to talk a bit about FRANCESCA Hennessy's debut, which was on the undercard at the York Hall, the undercard of Caroline Dubois' IBO title win. And FRANCESCA Hennessy is the daughter of Mick Hennessy Sr., boxing promoter, kind of an underrated promoter in my view, because if you go back a few years and you look at the cards he put on terrestrial television on Channel 5, there was an awful lot of good stuff on there. And I think Mick Hennessy is a very underrated matchmaker and promoter. Let's not forget also that he was the one who initially took Carl Froch through the Super Six, where Froch made his name. And he also took Tyson Fury, who was considered to be someone that not many promoters were interested in at the start. He took him from the bare basics as a novice, he was there for Tyson Fury's debut, all the way to Vladimir Klitschko, that epic win in Dusseldorf, where the nearly 10-year reign of Klitschko was ended by Fury. So I think Mick Hennessy is often overlooked what he's achieved in boxing and the fact that he knows boxing and he cares about his fighters. I have never spoken, this may not be true entirely, but in my experience, I've never spoken to a pro fighter, and I'm talking lower level guys, I've never spoken to a world champ who's been promoted by Hennessy, but I've never spoken to any boxer who's had anything to do with Hennessy who's got something bad to say about him. Mick Hennessy seems to be a man of his word, and when you think about it, he's very close to Peter Fury. They remain great friends. I don't think Peter Fury would tolerate fools, would tolerate anyone messing him around, which kind of indicates that maybe Mick Senior is a man of his word. And also, if you look at his two kids, FRANCESCA and Michael Hennessy Senior, whenever you see them interviewed, they come across as nice kids, respectable and respectful. And boxing, as we know, is more than just about winning titles. It's about, giving kids discipline. And they look like kids that have been brought up right. And so, Mick Hennessy, I think, quite an underrated boxing character who knows the game. But anyway, let's get back to FRANCESCA. I've digressed for the last 2 minutes, but her debut, if you've seen her interview, she sometimes comes across as being a little bit shy and nervous. There was none of that during this debut. She danced to the ring, looking, all dressed in pink, grinning at the camera. Hey, I'm living my dream. She got in the ring against a low-level Polish fighter with a 1-8 record. The one win was on points, but she'd never been stopped, this girl. She's called Sonia Klos, Klos. I never heard of her before, but here's the thing. She's 36 years old, so she's twice FRANCESCA's age, so she's old enough to be a mum. But FRANCESCA didn't care. In the opening round, she tore after her, extremely aggressive, lots of, if anything, a bit too eager. She's got that youthful vigour, that youthful rawness, but also that youthful energy. And she put it on Sonia Klos. And Klos, for the first couple of rounds was fighting back when she could, but she looked outgunned. And FRANCESCA, even doing a little bit of a Sugar Ray Leonard shimmy with the feet, she was landing punches well and she was just dominating the fight totally. And then in the fourth round, towards the end of the fourth round, she really did put it on Sonia, and Sonia looked in a bad way. She was towards the end of the round, she was almost turning away. She couldn't get out of the way of the punches. She didn't have the technique or the defensive nous to avoid the attacks. FRANCESCA leaving herself a little bit open at times, definitely. Again, a raw novice, but you can see the raw materials are there. You just got to thread it all together to make the picture, and that's going to come with time. She's only 18. She's got all the time in the world. And anyway, Sonia ended up with a swelling on the right eye. The doctor had a look at it. I think he was concerned about the orbital bone and maybe some damage, and the fight was stopped. So FRANCESCA Hennessy scored a TKO win. It's counted as the fifth round, but it was actually at the end of the fourth, I think. Maybe the bell had gone for the fifth round, and it's a win. It's a stoppage win. She's the first person to stop Sonia Klos. So a good win, a good debut, and. This is great. I like seeing these young kids living their dream, doing their thing. I think it's fantastic. Dad was interviewed afterwards, and he said, I wasn't nervous because I know FRANCESCA can handle it. She's from anywhere from super lightweight, super flyweight, all the way up to featherweight. She's going to dominate. She's going to, win titles and blah, blah, blah. Well, that may be true or may not be true. But whether Francesca or her brother, Michael Jr., win titles or not, we know boxing is more about winning titles. It's about giving kids, confidence and some respect. And these two kids, especially Francesca, do appear to have good parenting. To be honest, they've been parented well, and I've no doubt that she's got a very exciting style, Francesca. So we'll probably see her again. No doubt she'll be on Sky shows. And yeah, it was good. It was good little run around. I enjoyed it. So I'm interested to see how Francesca Hennessy's career unfolds. But she's not ready for titles yet. What's the hurry? 18, for Christ's sake. Let her get her adult strength, hone her skills. She's in good hands. Bradley Skeet was in her corner. Good fighter with a lot of knowledge. Good communicator as well, Bradley Skeet. You see him interviewed. A lot of fighters who were great, or good domestic level titleists or world titleists, they haven't got the ability to communicate their knowledge. And perhaps Bradley has. He seems to me to be a guy who knows what he's doing. So he's going to train Francesca. He's also worked with Sky Nicholson as well recently. He seems to be carving out a little niche for himself as a trainer, and it'll be interesting to see where him and Francesca go. But I think she's a good addition to the women's game. She's actually currently at bantamweight, but she may go down to superfly. She may go up to feather. Depends where the opportunities are. Anyway, this fight was on, like I say, was on Sky. Have a look at it if you're interested. Leave your comments below if you've got any, and thank you as always for your time. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the subscribe button, it helps us a lot. And the like button as well, that thumbs up thing. They count them. You know what I mean? Don't know why, but they do. Anyway, thanks a lot. I'll speak to you soon, and bye for now.